What's up, icons? It's the iconic fashion figure back with a new video. So I hope you beauty girls are ready because this list is finally for you guys. I've had so many of you commenting on my videos asking for a beauty vendor list, and I've finally gotten around to you guys, so this one's for you. So since the beauty industry is a wide industry and there's multiple categories, I'm going to try to do this in categories to hit each category and give each of you a few vendors each for your category, because I know some of you may not sell all categories when it comes to beauty. I will say I do not work the beauty industry. I don't really know much about the beauty industry other than what I buy personally for myself. So when it comes to these vendors, I don't know them at all. I just did research for you guys in hopes to help you be able to find some. So for the first category, I'm going to do cosmetics. And of course, I have to put the disclaimer out there. Any of you guys that buy the cosmetics and you're not familiar with the brand, make sure you test it out before you sell to your customers, because you don't want to have a huge mess on your hands if something is wrong with the cosmetics and people start having breakouts or allergic reactions or anything like that. So test it out, even if it's like on a small area on yourself, before you actually sell it to other people, because trust me, you don't want the backlash that you're going to get coming from selling a product that has destroyed someone's skin. So the first cosmetic vendor that I'll be going over is LA Girl. I'm sure a lot of you, especially if you're in the beauty industry, already know about LA Girl. They're known for their pro concealer, super cheap concealer that works pretty well. They do have a whole cosmetics line though, so it's not just the concealer that everyone knows about. They have a full cosmetic line. This right here is their retail website, because you can buy directly from them. You can also buy their products in several drugstores and different like hair shops and whatnot. So LA Girl. But they do have the option for you to buy wholesale. Trying to think of where did I see it at, but I think it was under here somewhere. Let's see. Okay, right here. How can I become a reseller of your products? So it tells you that there's several business criteria that you have to meet, but in order to help them qualify, you have to contact them. So there's their email, and this is the list of information that they'll need from you when you send the email. So be sure to include everything in the email, number 1 through 6, so you can have a better chance of being approved to sell LA Girl. Next up is Architects and Fairies, which I don't know this brand personally. It had just popped up as an ad on my Facebook. So I had actually, originally I was looking up, I don't know why their little banners at the top, you can't even see the full page. Like, it's hard to see anything. But anyway, so I was originally looking up vendors because my little cousin wants to start her own lash brand, and this ad had came up on my Facebook after doing a bunch of research for her. So I had shared this with her, but I'll share it with you guys as well. They do have wholesale products where you can buy, I guess, in like bundles, but we were trying to figure out the cost, and I don't know that it really is beneficial financially to buy it this way. Of course, if you don't want to have to put together your own cosmetics line, this would be an easier way to go, because they do all the branding for you. Actually, it says right here, complimentary branding with purchase. Or you can just buy the bottles, because this is for the lash bath. So you could buy the bottles, the filler, and then put your own labels on it. You'll probably save money. But otherwise, you can buy from them. Let me see if I can at least show you the pricing, because this website is weird. I don't know how to get rid of their little logo at the top. It's in the way. You can't even see everything. Okay, so you'll see here in the bottom left corner where you can add your own logo and branding. So that's the lash bath. And you'll see over at the right some of the items, which this message us thing is in the way. But you can see where it has the logo. So they'll do that for you. But the pricing of it is like $189. You get $219 And I want to say you only get like 10 of them. So that'll be up to you if you feel it's worth it. Oh, these ones are $4.99, $4.49. Let me click on one so we can see what you get for the price. Okay, so obviously again it's still hard to see what's included. You get your own logo included on it, but how many bottles of this stuff? You get 10 bottles. Oh no, 48 bottles. So it's like $10.99 a bottle. So for a full bottle of lash bath, if you're selling it like at 20, I think is fair, especially since it already has the logo and everything on it for you. So that pricing doesn't seem too bad to me. That'll be for you guys to decide. I believe they have other products too, not just the lash. And they have the lash extensions too. But this website is driving me crazy, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. The website will be on there. You guys can look at it yourselves and see if it acts right for you. But right now, this is annoying to me. So Architects and Fairies is another one for you guys. This brand is C-Lux Cosmetics. They do sell retail, so I'll put that disclaimer out there as always. So you'll see that they sell retail, but it's a bunch of eyeshadow from what I can see. Oh, and they have brushes too. So another cosmetics line. And they do offer wholesale. So let me find it somewhere around here. I think it's at the very bottom. So here is the page where you can contact them for wholesale. I don't know exactly what this information is about, but here's the contact form where you can contact them in hopes to get set up for wholesale. I'm trying so hard to get through this, but I just got over being sick and my throat still kind of hurts. So it's hard to talk through this whole thing, but I'm going to try to get through this. Next up, we have City Color Cosmetics, yet another cosmetics line, which there are a ton of cosmetic wholesale vendors that I can give you. Beauty is definitely a tough category for me because it's just not my industry. It's not an area I've ever worked in. But there are a ton of cosmetic lines out there that I can provide to you wholesale. This one, another cosmetics line. Let me just get to... Oh, they even have foundation. I didn't think the other ones even had that. I believe they do sell retail, but then they also have wholesale as well. So this is just saying like you want to carry their line. They have a wholesale email, but then there's also their contact form. It says that the tax ID is optional, so you actually, oh no, both of them, tax ID and seller permit are showing optional. So it looks like you can buy from them wholesale without having a registered business. I can't guarantee that it'll be approved, but you can definitely try. So for the sake of this video, this will be the last cosmetics vendor, just so I can try to hit the other categories too and not have this video too long. But the next one will be Donna Max, New York. Again, another cosmetics line, which it starts off showing bandages, but they are cosmetics, I promise. Let me just get to it. That facial looks really good right now. I'm going to have to do a facial tonight. But they have multiple different brands. They even have a men's line. I'm not sure exactly what the products is. I'll let you guys click on it and see. But they sell to a lot of like the big box stores, so all the corporations. Now, they are wholesale. It doesn't say if they sell to smaller brands or not, but they definitely are wholesale, so it'll be up to you guys to contact them to find out if this is a brand that you can work with. They don't make it easy to register though. Like, there's nowhere on here that tells you, where to or how you can sell their products. There's just a contact us form. So here's the contact form. You can try using that to see if you can get in contact with someone and see if it's possible to sell their brands. I can't promise it, but they're definitely a cosmetics manufacturer. It's just a matter of trying to get in contact with them. So that was the cosmetics category. If that is the category that you guys are really interested in, there's a lot more vendors out there when it comes to cosmetics. So I can definitely do an expanded video on cosmetic vendors. Just let me know in the comments, because I'm not quite sure exactly what areas of beauty you guys are truly interested in. I just keep seeing beauty and then hair, which I'll get to in this video soon. But before we even get into hair, I'm going to quickly throw in a couple fragrance wholesale vendors. I don't know if that's what anyone's looking for. I don't think I've seen anyone commenting about fragrances, but because I just had the information already, I figured I'll just throw it in there really quickly. So now for fragrances, we have Classic Wholesale, where they sell all the name brand perfumes. Like from the picture I can see Versace, I see the Juicy Couture, Prada's in there. So they're selling like the designer fragrances on here. Now, is it real? I don't know. That's going to be for you guys to find out. Like I said, this is not my industry, so I don't know much about this stuff. But they're claiming to sell the name brand stuff, so I would hope that it's real. They have both men's and women's fragrances, and it looks like they do ship international. They have minimum, so for the US, their minimum is a $300 purchase. International is a lot higher, it's $1,500. And it looks like they also sell the sets too, so it's not just the individual perfumes and colognes, you can get the set as well. And to get in contact with them to buy wholesale, there is the contact form. I don't really see anywhere else on how you can get in contact with them to buy wholesale other than the form. And then for one more fragrance line, I only did 2 because I haven't really seen many people asking about perfumes and colognes, but I figured I'll just throw in a couple in case there is anyone out there that is looking for fragrances wholesale and just hasn't said anything. This line is called Cosmopolitan. Their logo says Cosmopolitan Cosmetics, and from these pictures it looks like they're selling cosmetics as well. But when you read about them, right here it tells you that they're a supplier of fragrances. It doesn't really talk about cosmetics. So I don't know if they actually have cosmetics or not. I'll leave that to you guys to find out, but they definitely have fragrances. And then I can't really see anything on here because you have to sign in to be able to see anything, but the contact information is down here for you guys if you want to just contact them to find out more about them. It's like they have the products link here, but I can't see anything. So right here is where you can create the account and try to log in. I'm not going to create an account because I don't need to buy this stuff, but I'll leave that for you guys. The next few vendors are vendors that sell mixed categories when it comes to the beauty industry. So you'll find that they have cosmetics, they have fragrances, they have skincare, they have hair, they have nail. They have pretty much all the categories when it comes to beauty. So this is kind of like a mixed variety of, maybe if you are just starting out in the beauty industry, these might be your go-tos because you can try a little bit of everything and see what works for your business before branching out to the individual category vendors. For the first vendor of like the mixed beauty products is Beauty Treats. And when I say mixed products, I mean like they have makeup, they have nails, they have skincare, they have hair products. So it's a variety of categories within the beauty industry. So like right here, you can see they have the makeup wipes. But there's different products. So they have face, eyes, lips, skincare, brushes, hair, and nails. Like they literally cover the entire beauty industry here. As far as their products, I don't know anything about them, never tried them, but if one of you do start selling it, you can let us know and I'll definitely give it a try. But of course, you try it first. Make sure it is good product before I buy it from you because I have sensitive skin. So I do not want to be breaking out from any of this stuff. But if you try it and it works, let me know. I'll be willing to try it too. So here's their Instagram if you want to go check that out and see other things. It looks like they probably just opened back up after this COVID-19 stuff. You can request a catalog, which I tried clicking it, but it's like you had to sign up just to request the catalog. But here is their contact information too, or you can fill out the form here. I don't think they had anywhere where you can do like a wholesale form either. I think it's all through contacting them. And just to go through a couple of their frequently asked questions, they do have a minimum. It's $300 for US and then $1,000 for international. But again, here's another vendor for anyone that's international. They are wholesale only, but they do have a website where you can buy for personal items and not, so basically buying retail and not wholesale. Next up for the mixed variety brands is Kala. I don't know if it's Kala, something like that. But they're the next up. They even call themselves the best in everyday beauty. So it's a mix, and they even are selling hand sanitizer. Okay, so of the products that they sell, they have healthcare, skincare, facial care, cosmetic tools, personal care, hair tools, bath and spa, and then they even have a men's section. So just to quickly go through so you can see some of their products, they do have prices listed. I'm assuming those are retail prices and not wholesale, just because it's already showing like on the main screen. But maybe not, I could be wrong. I'll leave that for you guys to find out. And then in order to contact them for wholesale, they ask that you just email them to their customer service email. And there's also a form here too that you can fill out. So I would do both, or maybe just fill out the form first, see if you get a response. If you don't, then you can send out an email. But they do ask for trade references, so you'll want an established business when working with them. Oh, they even asked for the Dun & Bradstreet number. That's the first I've ever seen that, but it does say optional. But they do ask for a lot of information. So they're pretty much letting you know they want established businesses and not new businesses. The last one of the mixed branded vendors, whatever you want to call them, is CO Trading, which they are located right here in Miami. I probably should go visit their warehouse because it looks like a store you can just go shop in. But I don't know anything of it. I just found out about it when doing the research for you guys. So it looks like they sell a variety of products based off of the pictures that I saw like in the Google reviews. But they do have a lot when it comes to the beauty industry. So there is makeup. You can see right here they have the soap. So you have the skincare body stuff. Okay, now it's moving a little too fast for me. They have jewelry and, of course, face masks. Who doesn't have them right now? And then cosmetic brushes. So they have a lot when it comes to the beauty industry, from makeup down to the tools and whatnot. And this will include nail care and hair as well. And then this is just all the sanitary stuff that everyone's selling. Now, as far as their pricing, I'm not sure because I got to log in to see it. But from what I see in this picture down here, they're offering discounts based off how much you spend. I don't know if those discounts are on top of their wholesale order or if this is basically their wholesale pricing, because some vendors will do it where they'll sell it to you wholesale at a discount if you spend a certain amount. Otherwise, you're pretty much just paying retail pricing. So they do have it on here where you can download the catalog. I think I tried theirs too and I couldn't without an account. But you can create an account and you can also contact them here. And for the last category that so many of you have been asking me about is hair. Now, I know nothing about hair at all. I wear my natural hair. I think the last time I wore a weave in my hair, I was in elementary school and I was going on a vacation to Disney World. That was the last time I had weave in my hair. So I really know nothing about weave at all. Now, when it comes to natural hair products, I can talk more about that because I'm the type of person that'll try out different products in my hair. But as far as weave, I don't really know much about it. So I'm going to give you guys these vendors. You can tell me if I'm going in the right direction or if I'm just way off, because I really have no idea. Like, I'm looking at some of these prices and I don't know if it's wholesale or resale. Or retail, wholesale retail, because the prices are so high. And I know a lot of people do pay a lot for their bundles, but these prices were crazy. So I don't know, this is for you guys to help me figure out if I'm going in the right direction for you. Tell me if I'm completely off, if this is not what you guys are looking for, and I'll keep helping you out. I do have a lot of hair vendors I guess you would call it, or hair manufacturers, I should call them, because they're based in China, that keep wanting to work with me to do reviews on hair. I've been turning them down because I don't know anything about hair. But if it'll help you guys for me to accept those and show you the hair, like if I literally just show the hair on the video, if that helps, I will take them, just so that way I can do the reviews for you guys. But as far as me giving my opinion on it, I can only tell you what looks good on other people. I really don't know anything about hair, and I definitely don't know how to install it. So I wouldn't even be able to wear it for you guys to see unless I can get someone else to install it for me. I have no problem putting it in my hair as long as it doesn't mess up my hair. But let's get into the hair category. First up, we have Vinny Hair. So it looks like they sell Brazilian 100% virgin hair. I don't know if they have other options, but everything I keep seeing pop up says Brazilian. As far as their quality, I don't know. The Photoshop pictures already don't look too good. But I wanted to provide it to you guys. Oh, they have Indian hair too. I wanted to provide it for you guys to check. If I'm not mistaken, they are based in Florida. Yep. Or no, that was saying someone in Florida looking at it. I got too excited. I believe they're based in Florida, but I'll have to double check it to be sure. Here's the hair to give you guys an idea. The pricing, I don't know if that's wholesale or retail. If that is wholesale and you guys are paying double that for hair, that is crazy. But like I said, I don't know the hair industry to be able to tell you guys if this is correct or not. You guys will have to tell me. So you can let me know in the comments if I'm in the right direction or if I'm just way off. But this might just be resale or retail. Let me just look and see. So here's their wholesale page. So those prices we saw most likely aren't wholesale pricing. That was probably retail. But this is basically telling you how you can buy wholesale. Actually, it looks like they're just showing a bunch of pictures of the product. I don't know. This is confusing to me, and because I don't know this industry, it does not make any sense to me what they have going on here. It's more so just talking about the hair. Yes, they are based in Florida. Okay, so from reading what they have on their wholesale page, to me it seems more like they're not really a wholesale vendor. They sell retail, but anyone that buys in bulk, they're pretty much just giving you discounts. How much that discount is, I'm not sure. But contact them and see if it's a discount that is worth it and that you like the product. You can check out the product, and if you get a good enough discount, then you could probably resell it. Maybe not, because usually these places only give you like 10-15% off, and that's not really wholesale. But contact them and see what happens. So this next vendor is Dynasty Goddess. When I first saw this, I thought this was going to be a good one as far as wholesale vendors, but again, this seems like another retail website that's offering wholesale, because from what I'm seeing, they have like starter packages where you can buy a package of $500 worth of hair, $1,000 worth of hair. So if I can tell you if you're getting a good value, here it is right here. I can't even tell you if this is worth it or not, because again, I don't know this industry to know what you should be paying for this stuff. This is really hard for me to do as far as hair, because I really know nothing about it. Like, I don't even wear weave. It's all I wear, just my natural hair, so I don't really know anything about it. But I want to provide it to you guys in case it helps anyone out. You can check it out yourself and see if it's worth it. But definitely do your research before you just buy it, because I would hate for you to spend $500 when you probably could have got it like half the price or something like that. I don't want to see you get ripped off. But they have reviews on YouTube apparently, so you can check those out. Check out other YouTubers as far as the product and the quality and see if it's worth it from that standpoint. But then you'll also want to figure out the pricing. So here is their wholesale page to explain, how their wholesale program works. This is just a bunch of long talk that I guess you really don't even need to read, but there's an inquiry button so you can find out. They are based in Florida. Again, it's pretty much just talking, trying to sell it to you. But here's more like the frequently asked questions where you can better understand everything. They do have a minimum order requirement, which is 12 bundles. And they say they have packages starting as low as $6.50. Now that one banner that I showed you said starter packages at $500. So I don't know if it'll be $500 or $6.50. Check it out, find out what it really is. But it's going to be between $500 and $6.50 to start out with. And then it says that they also help you as far as private labeling for the hair. I'm not going to go too deep into this because I really don't know much about the hair industry, like I keep saying over and over again. But really quick, it looks like they do have samples. They have sample packages for $50, so you can at least check out the hair before you spend the $500 or the $650. So the ads for this brand keep popping up on my Facebook and Instagram after doing all this research for you guys as far as the beauty industry. So I figured I definitely should share it with you. But if it keeps popping up on my Facebook and Instagram, I'm sure you guys have probably seen it on yours too, if you are in the beauty industry. But they have hair and they have lashes. The lashes don't look like they're the best quality, but they're decent lashes. They're selling them for $9.99, which I'm sure that is the retail price. You'll want to find out how much it is for wholesale on the lashes, because there's no way I would pay more than $10 as far as retail for those lashes. Looks like they're based in Atlanta. You can have your orders delivered to you via Postmates. I'm sure you can do in-store pickup with them, but you'll have to look into that. So here's the pricing on the hair. Looks like those are all the wigs. So you guys determine if those are the wholesale or retail, and then you can go from there. They also do drop shipping. So if you're looking for a drop shipper for hair, this is the place to go to. And then here is the information as far as buying wholesale from them. I never read through all of this, not unless I know I'm getting ready to register with the vendor or buy from them. But for me, since I know I'm not going to read it, so I'll quickly scroll through it to see if anything stands out to me to recommend to you guys or point out to you guys, but I don't really see anything. Here is the website where you can either log in or register as far as wholesale, so that way you can see the wholesale pricing. But come to this page in order to register for wholesale. So this next brand, Ted Hair, is another one that their ads just keep popping up on my social media, so I went ahead and threw it in here. They have warehouses in a couple cities like Miami, LA, and I want to say Atlanta was the other one. But it looks like they're based out of China. They just have warehouses here, basically so that they can make sure they get the stuff to you quicker. You can get samples of the hair to try it out. Here's the pricing, but I don't think that's the pricing for samples. It just so happened the line about samples was right above that. But you guys can try this out. See if the quality is any good. Hopefully good service too. And I believe you can create your account right from on their website. And for the last and final vendor for this video is MI Hair, or maybe it's Me Hair Distribution. They have a minimum order quantity of $100 plus shipping. I think that's been the cheapest one out of all of them. The pricing is cheap too, but maybe because this is just braiding here, I don't know if that's the right pricing. I'm telling you guys, I don't know anything about this stuff. But their pricing is definitely lower than all the other ones I showed you guys. It's probably just because of the hair type. These are bundles. But it looks like they have a lot of braiding here on here. And I believe they also had like the hair products, so like the gel and whatnot. They have a lot of synthetic hair too. So this is more of a cheaper, or more affordable, I should say, place to shop when it comes to hair. They have the thread and the needles. They have the glue. Here it is with the gel and I mentioned. So, oh, they even have cosmetics. I didn't even realize that. and they're showing black opal and china glaze. So they have some that are a little more of like the branded brands. But this is one for you to check out, any of you in the hair industry. And then if you want to buy cosmetics from here, looks like they have a few different categories. You can request a catalog here. You can create an account and just a bunch of their frequently asked questions, which I don't see anything that really helps me to help you guys as far as buying wholesale. So I'm just going to go ahead and end it on this one as well. So that is all that I'll do for the beauty vendor list. I definitely have more when it comes to cosmetics and fragrances, but you guys have to let me know specifically what categories you guys are interested in when it comes to beauty. So are you more cosmetics, lashes, hair, nails, skincare? Let me know which categories you're most interested in so I can kind of narrow it down and focus more on those specific categories versus being all over the place. Because I don't want to waste anyone's time, and I definitely don't have time to waste, so I don't want to research a category that you guys aren't even interested in. So make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know if I'm going in the right direction too when it comes to these vendors, or be completely honest with me. I don't care. Tell me that this list was the worst list that you've gotten so far, so I know to scrap these and not go in this direction and redo my research and help you guys out, because I have no problem helping you guys out. Thank you for watching.